everyone, and welcome back to another What's for Dinner video. Basically, today I'm going to show you 3 different meals that we've had this week that are all really easy to make, delicious, really homely, and just warming for this time of year, because in the UK, like, the clocks went back today. So it's feeling really kind of wintry and autumnal, and you just want those cozy meals in your belly. Also, these are all gluten-free and low FODMAP, which is super handy. Let me know in the comments below if you would like any of them written up, because I can definitely do that for you. So the meals that I'm going to share with you this week are, we had a beef stroganoff, which was really nice. Made that in the slow cooker. Then I made a chicken and tomato risotto, which was so good. And then Mark actually chipped in and made his version of like mince and gravy with a crispy potato top. It definitely tasted better than it looked. So hold out on that, because it was really good. But yeah, without further ado, let's get on with showing you those meals.
So firstly, my cheesy chicken and tomato risotto, and here are all the ingredients you'll need.
So firstly, let's go over risotto rice, obviously, but if you didn't have risotto rice, you could use other rice. I've done that before, and paella rice is very similar. Probably people from Italy or something would think that's crazy, but it kind of does the same thing, I think. Red pepper, just chopped up into big old chunks. I've got some chicken thighs, I've got some cheese. This is just some hard cheddar, which is good because it's very low in lactose. I've got some stock, which is low FODMAP, which is beautiful. Then I've got a little bit of white wine vinegar, garlic infused oil, some spinach, and then some lovely tomato passata. Wouldn't ever say that, I'd just say passata. So those are all the ingredients that you'll need, beside maybe a bit of salt and pepper, and maybe more cheese for the end. But yeah, I think what's more important is how you make all of this into a risotto, whatever. Let's go. And also, I've got this little girl over here. What would you like for dinner? Would you like anything for dinner? Are you hungry? You hungry? I think she's hungry, but I need to make my dinner first, don't I? You can wait there. Look, why don't you wave to the camera? Peggy, cute. Oh no, she's laid down. Cute. There you go. Okay, you just stay like that, and your dinner will be ready soon. Well, in a little bit. Oh, she's so cute.
So I ended up feeding Peggy straight away because she couldn't wait. And then I ended up cooking the risotto. So I put in my pepper and fried it all up in the oil. Then I added my chicken thighs just to seal them. That's why I'm pressing them down. And once they were more coloured, I added my passata, and I also added my low FODMAP stock, put that all in, but it was way too full, and my white wine vinegar. Luckily there wasn't much of that, because look, it's almost going over the edge, which is scary. And then I added my risotto rice once it was started to bubble. Again, scary because it was just so full, but then it reduced and it looked lovely. And then I was able to add more stuff. So I added my spinach, which just made it look nice. It made it nice and colourful. And obviously, best ingredient in the world, cheese. Mixed that all in, and it just made it nice and gooey and yummy. Not as much cheese as I would have hoped though, because I ate some. And then obviously, we just plate it up. So a little bit of risotto, or quite a lot of risotto on each plate. Bit of rocket, bit of cheese. And actually Mark is here.
Oh, hello.
So he'll chatter her away as well.
I suppose I will.
Yeah. So next up is my beef stroganoff, which was amazing, and here is what you'll need.
So obviously I'm going to need some beef, so I've just got some slow cooked diced beef here. Then we're going to put mushrooms in. So I've got some oyster mushrooms. The reason I've got oyster mushrooms is firstly because they taste good, and secondly because they're the only low FODMAP mushroom in existence as far as I know. So I've got some king oyster, or I don't think they're king oysters, I think they're oyster mushroom clusters. You can also use the king oyster, the really big ones. I just picked these up in Tesco. Then I've got some garlic infused oil. Obviously that's just to fry everything down in. And because I can't have garlic, it's good to have garlic infused oil because that works perfectly. Then I've got some paprika here, which I'm going to add. Got some Dijon mustard, which is very nice. I've got Greek yogurt. Now, ordinarily, most stroganoffs seem to have sour cream in them, but as that is always got dairy in it and stuff. Obviously this has got dairy in it, but you know, you can't get a lactose-free sour cream as far as I know. So I thought a Greek yogurt could work quite well because it's still got that sort of soury taste. So yeah, I'm using lactose-free Greek yogurt, but I'd imagine it'd be absolutely fine using like a dairy-free alternative, maybe some coconut, whatever. But I thought this is just made sense and I like it. Then I've got some white pepper. This is weird, but I just prefer white pepper to black pepper. So we use that in quite a lot of our cooking. I've got some salt over here in my salt pig. If you didn't know, this is called, a salt pig. Very random, I don't know why, but my salt pig. And then I've also got some plain flour. You could use, like this is gluten-free plain flour, you could use corn flour, a starch or something, anything, because it's just there to sort of thicken it all up. Oh, and almost forgot. I've got a stock cube in here. Now obviously it would be great to have a beef stock cube, but I need to make sure it was low FODMAP, and the low FODMAP ones I've got at the moment are these ham ones, which are really nice, they're really smoky flavour. So I'll need that, but with some water in there and hopefully the wrapper off. I don't want the wrapper in there. So that is everything we're going to need.
I have to say, this is one of the best things I've ever eaten
Mark is obsessed with this. It was really simple. So on the hob, I just sealed the beef and seasoned it a little bit, took it over to the slow cooker, added my flour to thicken it all up, and then it looks a bit like this. Added Dijon mustard for flavour. This is an incredible thing for flavour. And then some paprika for both colour and flavour. Then some of the low FODMAP stock, and I just mixed it all up and just left it for hours.
It smelled good all day as well.
It did, it was a great thing. So yeah, put it on and just left it. And then later on, I fried up some oyster mushrooms and then added some lactose-free Greek yogurt, stirred it all in, makes it look creamy and makes it taste great. Added those fried oyster mushrooms in, stirred it in, and that's pretty much beef stroganoff or beef and mushroom stroganoff done.
I'd never had this before, and now I want to eat it for every meal.
Yeah,
for every
I can't
day.
believe how much Mark has gone on about this. We served it up with some brown rice pasta and some spring onions on top, and it was divine. So I think this is going onto the regular meals for the winter list, right?
Oh, everyday list.
Yes.
And that looks so great, but then I made this thing called it's mince and gravy with crispy potatoes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you more about it in a second.
So I'm not going to lie today, I want to make something very quick and easy because I cannot be bothered to cook. So I've got my ingredients already, and as you can see, it's not many, but it will transform into something amazing. We're going to start with potatoes for the top of the pie. Turkey mince, we always buy turkey thigh mince. I've also got a mandolin to slice up the potatoes nice and thin. Got some carrot that we've shredded already, which will cook nice and quickly. That's the key to cooking this at warp speed. Then I've got some red wine. I like to cook with red wine whenever I do stuff like this, especially when I've got turkey mince, which often needs a little bit more flavouring than beef, hence the oregano as well. And I've got some gravy browning sauce, which, believe it or not, no onion, no garlic, and gluten-free. So that's always good, just to basically add colour to the pie filling so that it looks more like gravy than just like thickened stock. And then, of course, I've got a stock cube. And how could I forget gluten-free plain flour, which I'll need to thicken the stock into more of like a gravy consistency. So also not pictured cheese, but I'm sure you know what cheese looks like.
Okay, so this may look really ugly, but I promise it tasted great. I started by frying some shredded carrot in some garlic oil. Then I sliced a potato really thin on the mandolin. Broke up my turkey thigh mince, added a little bit of flour to thicken the gravy that will be forming in a second. Added red wine.
Which you love.
I love. Make sure you allow the alcohol smell to cook off for like 5 minutes. Then oregano, low FODMAP stock, once all that red wine smell, alcohol smell's gone. And then gravy browning to make it more like
Which looks
gravy.
a bit weird, but it really helps with the colour, doesn't it?
Yeah, don't use too much or it'll go black. I've learned that.
Yes,
You get like pure
we've had black gravy.
Yeah, and then I layered on my potatoes, trying to make this look so beautiful.
Looks
Look
like
at that.
scales off, like
Yeah,
fish scales.
That's what I was going for. So I thought it'd be really beautiful, but they're quite see-through actually because
Yeah,
they're so thin.
and then you did this thing. You added sliced cheese. Just add grated cheese, come on.
Yeah, but that takes effort.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it would melt really nicely. It turned out really yellow.
It did melt nicely, but it
Yeah.
looks weird. It tasted so much better, I promise.
Oh, it tasted amazing.
So if you enjoyed this video and want to watch more videos like this, then you might want to click up here and watch a video where I show you lots of different slow cooker meals, or you might want to click up here and just watch some more What's for Dinner videos. And I will see you in the next video. Bye!